Oh, what's going on, guys? I just got back from the early showing of Naked Gun. This one was interesting, I'll say that. Now, I wasn't old enough when the first Naked Gun came out, so I don't have that to compare and contrast to. Um, also, if you hear breathing in the background, my dog is over there. So, that's what that is. But so yeah, Naked Gun. What did I think of this film? This was everything I wanted it to be. This film is completely stupid. I was gonna go through a list, but there's no point. There's no list. This film is dumb. It knows it's dumb, and it does the whole. This film knows it's dumb awesomely. There's epic. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but there are epic scenes with Liam Neeson. Great comedy, great action, good lines. I think one of my favorite scenes in the entire thing is there's an interrogation scene with Buster Rhymes. I mean, you have tons of people in this film. You got Liam Neeson, Buster Rhymes, like there's a bunch of actors. Like I don't remember all their names off the top of my head, but there were people in this that like I didn't even get, like Buster Rhymes, for example. That was completely out of the blue. Like I verbally said out loud in the film, like when he showed up on screen, I was like, "Is that Buster Rhymes?" But yeah, overall, it's a great film. I don't think it's a family-friendly film. I wouldn't take your kids to this because there are some dirty jokes. Definitely some dirty jokes. But it was especially with the Buster Rhymes scene. The Buster Rhymes scene was so incredibly funny. Like, they're going over, like, police body cam footage. And, like, because he was, like, a part of this bank job that's, like, taking place in the beginning, right? And so they're, like, going over this body cam footage and stuff. And then you see Liam Neeson's character. He's, like, eating a chili dog. And then he's, like, at a traffic stop. And he, like, shits himself. And he's like, "I'm going to let you go in the morning." There's all types of funny stuff like that. And then there's another great scene where we have, he kind of gets this like surrogate girlfriend through the like love interest, the case that he is working on. So he gets taken off this bank job case and he gets put on this car crash case, and he rules it as a suicide, but the guy who died, his sister comes in and she's like, "I don't think it was a suicide, blah, blah, blah." And so she, like, basically kind of helps him throughout the film with, like, throughout the case here and there. And there's, like, some love moments between them and things like that. And so by the end of the film, they end up together because his wife had passed in the past and she doesn't have anybody, blah, blah, blah. But there's a great scene with them where she comes to his apartment after they're out on the town for the night or whatever, and there's a bad guy who's like spying on them on a rooftop across the way. And it is so funny because they're like, he's got the curtains closed, right? And so like the way it looks is like there's this scene where he's like got it's like a ketchup, it's not ketchup, but you know, like those ketchup bottles you see at restaurants are like cylindrical and then they have like the little tube at the end and you can like squirt them and stuff like that. You see them in sandwich shops a lot for like just like putting sauces on stuff. But he's like doing that like over the counter with like, but like it's infrared, so like the infrared isn't picking up like the appliances, like it's only picking up him, the girl, and the dog. And so like it looks awful. He's like doing dishes and stuff like that, and she's like cleaning the inside of his like oven, and it looks like she's jerking him off through the thing. And then he's like, "Come here, boy, I want to give you a treat." And then the dog comes over and he starts handing him the treat. And now he's like playing tug of war with the dog, and the guy's like, "Oh man," he's like, "This isn't good." Like, it's just funny stuff like that. They also, retarded's back. The word, it's back, that word, yes. They use it very blatantly in this film. So if you have any type, and I appreciated that. I'm so tired of like not being able to use words like that are like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, people are just so sensitive these days. But so I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'd probably give this film, like, when I left, I didn't go into this with huge expectations, right? So when I left, I was like, I enjoyed myself. I didn't have an amazing time, but I didn't have a bad time, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to give Naked Good a solid, I want to say 6 out of 10. But yeah, I think this is, but is this slightly above average though? I think I could probably. Nah, I'm gonna stick with the 6 out of 10. I think for me, I think this film is a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's really not. I know some people are really gonna love this film. I know some people will hate it just because of like the type of humor it is. I tend to fall more in the middle. I like I said, I just walked out. I felt good about the film. I was like, hey, I was like, this is pretty good. Not a bad film. I didn't hate it. Didn't love it. I had a good time. I definitely recommend seeing something like Fantastic Four or like Superman, especially if you're going to be taking your kids with you. But, you know, if you've already seen those things and you're looking for something to do, I say give it a shot. So that's going to be my review for Naked Gun, a solid 6 out of 10. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I'll see you guys, well, tomorrow, because we're going to have, let's see, what's coming out. We got the Wakanda one, and then Peacemaker season 2 is coming out. So yeah, stay tuned for those. Bye, everybody.